Economic recessions are a normal part of business cycle, but can have major impacts on individuals, business, and the economy as a whole. From the Great Depression to the dot-com bubble, history has shown the significant consequences of economic downturn. In this video, we will delve into the causes and effect of recessions, the Great Depression, and the dot-com bubble, exploring the lessons learned and how to better prepare for future economic challenges. Get ready to gain deeper understanding of the economic landscape and its impact on society here on Stairs. A recession is significant decline in economic activity lasting longer than few months, normally visible in real gross domestic product, GDP, real income, employment, industrial production, and wholesale retail sales. A recession is typically considered to be the result of several economic factors, such as a decrease in consumer and business confidence, reduced spending and investments, and disruption in the financial markets. Recessions are a normal part of the business cycle and can have a major impact on economies and individuals alike. Understanding the causes of recession can help policymakers and business make informed decisions to prevent or mitigate their effects. Some common causes of recession include monetary policy. Tightening of the monetary policy by central banks can lead to reduced spending and investment, causing a slowdown in economic activity. Number 2, economic imbalances. Persistent trade imbalances, high levels of governmental debt, and asset price bubble can all contribute to a recession. Number 3, disruptions in the financial sector. Banking crisis, financial market collapse, and credit crunches can disrupt the flow of the credit and lead to a slowdown in economic activity. Declining consumer and business confidence. A decrease in consumer and business confidence can lead to reduced spending and investment, exacerbating the economic downturn. Number 5, natural disasters. Natural disasters such as hurricanes, earthquakes, and pandemics can disrupt economic activity, leading to a recession. By exploring the underlying causing of recession, we can better understanding the mechanisms that drive economic downturns and take steps to mitigate their impact. Now we will talk about the impact of the recession. Recession can have far-reaching and long-lasting impacts on individual, business, and economy as a whole. Some of the most common effects of recession includes job loss and unemployment. During a recession, business may reduce their workforce or go bankrupt, leading to job loss and increased unemployment. Also, decreased income. People who lose their jobs during a recession may face reduced income, making it difficult to pay bills and meet basic needs. The third point here is declining business profits. Businesses may experience reduced sales and profit during a recession, leading to reduced investment and hiring. Number 4, slower economic growth. Recession can result in lower economic growth, reducing the overall standard of living and decreasing governmental revenue. The last point here, the combination of job loss and reduced income and decreased economic growth can increase poverty and hardship for many people. Recession can also have a wider implications for the global economy, such as decreased trade and reduced cross-border investment. Understanding the impact of recession on individual, business, and economy is crucial for policymakers and others to take effective action to reduce its effect and promote economic recovery. Before exploring two historical events shows the effects of recessions, please like, subscribe, and share to support us in providing more videos like this. And don't forget to click on the notification bell to be notified once we issue a new video in the future here on Stairs. Our first story will be about the Great Depression from 1929 to 1939. The Great Depression was a period of a severe economic downturn that lasted from 1929 to 1939 and hard for reaching impacts on economies, businesses and individuals around the world. Despite being nearly a century old, the lessons from the Great Depression remain relevant today and are still studied by economists, policymakers, and the general public alike. Causes of the Great Depression. We will discuss now the causes of the Great Depression. The Great Depression was triggered by the stock market crash of 1929, which led to a rapid decline in stock prices and reduced consumer confidence. Number two, the rapid growth of the United States economy in the 1920s led to overproduction and a lack of consumer demand, which in turn contributed to the downturn. The third point here is banking failures. The banking system was also a factor in the Great Depression, as many banks failed and others were forced to restrict lending, reducing the flow of credit to business and consumers. The fourth point was about the agricultural overproduction. Agricultural overproduction in the 1920s led to declining prices and reduced income for farmers, which had a ripple effect on the broader economy. The effects of Great Depression, we can discuss it as the huge unemployment. The Great Depression led to high levels of unemployment, with many people losing their jobs and facing reduced income. Also, the declining economic activity. The downturn resulted in a significant decline in economic activities, including reduced industrial production, the wholesale, retail sales, and real income. The combination of job loss and reduced income led to increased poverty and hardship for many people, particularly those who were already vulnerable. Reduced government revenue. The lower economic growth and increased poverty associated with the Great Depression also reduced the government revenue, making it difficult for governments to provide assistance to those in need. The Great Depression remains one of the most studied and significant economic downturn in modern history, and its lessons continue to inform economic policy and research to this day. By exploring the causes and effects of the Great Depression, we can better understand how to prevent and mitigate the impacts of future economic downturns. Another example here for the downturns is dot-com bubbles. The dot-com bubble was a period of rapid growth and speculation in the technology and internet industries from the late of 1990s to the early of 2000s. During this time, the investor poured money into new and emerging internet companies, driving their stock prices to dizzying heights. However, these speculations was not backed by solid business fundamentals, and when the bubble burst, many of these companies went bankrupt, causing significant losses of investors. The dot-com bubble can be traced back to the late of 1990s, when the internet was still in its infancy and companies were racing to establish a presence online. Investors were captivated by the potential of the internet and poured money into startups that promised to revolutionize the way we live, worked, and shopped. The stock prices of these companies skyrocketed, and many people became overnight millionaires. However, the bubble burst in 2000 when the stock market began to crash, and investors realized that many of these internet companies they had invested in had no real business plan, no revenue, and no path to profitability. Companies like Bets.com and Webvan, which had received millions of dollars in investments, went bankrupt and their stocks became worthless. The dot-com bubble had far-reaching effects on the technology and internet industry, as well as the economy as a whole, many people lost their life savings, and dot-com crash contributed to the economic recession that followed. The bubble also had lasting impact on the technology industry, as it forced companies to focus more on profitability and less on rapid growth. Despite the pain and losses caused by the dot-com bubble, it also paved the way for the long-term growth and success of the technology and internet industries. Today, many of the companies that emerged from the bubble, such as Amazon and Google, are some of the largest and most successful companies in the world. In conclusion, the dot-com bubble was a period of rapid growth, speculation, and eventual collapse in the technology and the internet industries. From 2000 to 2002, it was characterized by skyrocketing stock prices, unproven business models, and a rush to establish a presence online. The bubble burst caused significant losses of investors, but also paved the way for the long-term success of the technology and internet industry. We also need to talk about the detection of recessions. Recessions are normal part of the economical cycle and can have significant impact on individual businesses and the whole economy, as we said before. However, early detection of recession can help individuals and businesses prepare and take necessary measures to minimize the impact. Here are some key indicators that can help you early detect recession. Number 1, GDP is a measure of country's economic output and is widely used to determine the health of the economy. A sharp and sustained decrease in GDP can be an early sign of recession. We can also use employment of the labor market. Changes in the labor market, such as rising unemployment, declining job creation, and slowing wage growth, can be early indicators of a recession. A decrease in the number of people employed or an increase in the number of people unemployed can be a red flag. An inverted yield curve occurs when the long-term interest rates fall below short-term interest rates. This is widely considered a reliable indicator of the upcoming recession, as it reflects market expectations for future economic growth. Slowdown in manufacturing activity. A decrease in manufacturing activity, such as declining production and the new orders, can be an early sign of the recession, as it is a key indicator of the overall economic health. And one of the most important indicators will be the consumer spending. Consumer spending is a key driver of economic growth, and a decrease in consumer spending can be a sign of recession. A drop in consumer confidence reflected in declining retail sales and the declining consumer spending can be early warning sign. The last point here will be about the stock market. The stock market is often considered as a leading indicator of economic activity. A sharp and sustained decline in stock prices can be an early sign of a recession, as an investor may be anticipating lower earnings and a weaker economy. In conclusion, early detection of recession is important to prepare for the potential impact on individuals, business, and the economy. By monitoring the indicators such as GDP, the labor market, interest rates, manufacturing activity, consumer spending, and stock market performance, you can have a better understanding of the economic climate and make informed decisions. Finally, we can say that the causes and the impact of recession, the Great Depression, and the dot-com bubble are complex and far-reaching, affecting individuals, businesses, and all the economy. By exploring these economic downturns and their underlying causes, we can gain deeper understanding of the mechanisms that drive economic cycles and take steps to mitigate their effects. Through ongoing research and analysis, Policymakers and businesses can work to prevent future economic downturn and promote economic stability and growth. Thank you for watching this episode, and please like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to click on the notification bell. See you again here on Stirs.